Alie, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, fire away, dude.
What?
Fire away, dude.
Oh. Yes or no? Finding the right hair color for you, Alie, can be a challenge.
What color is my hair right now?
Burgundy.
Yeah, was that on purpose?
No.
Did I need to use E-Salon?
Yes, you did.
Oh, I fucked it up. Oh, wait. You can scratch that.
No, it's great. E-Salon offers professional grade, leave that in, completely personalized hair color that's created just for you and delivered right to your door. Alie, you fucking need this.
I need it so much. This is the last time I will color my hair without taking the steps to get the right color. I grabbed a color off the shelf. It was the wrong color. My hair is maroon now.
Don't do it. Alie, do you love questionnaires?
Yes.
Here's a hair questionnaire. Upload your photo and a personal colorist will formulate your individually blended color from over 15,000 pigments.
Oh my God.
I know.
I need E-Salon and a time machine to go back to yesterday.
Totally. Well, they've got you covered. There's 100% satisfaction guaranteed if you're not happy, Alie.
Oh God, I need
with
this.
Your color. It will give you a free reformulation or refund.
I think anything's better than what I did to myself before.
I mean, you look cute.
Thanks, dude. But you know what? I like that the color doesn't fade. Like they have the grays covered. Because I get some grays every once in a while.
I mean, at 23 years old, our gray is like pretending to start to come in.
I know. It's probably because we're such big thinkers.
We're so young.
So you can visit esalon.com/slumber party, all one word. And do that. You get 50% off your first order. So that's $10 for your personalized hair color, which is crazy because the last time I got my hair colored in a salon, it was like $180.
Dude, you can do it your freaking self. I've been doing it my freaking self for years and years.
Yeah, I really got the wrong color. So I need to use eSalon. You get 50% off your first box at esalon.com/slumber party. So go do that. Don't be an Alie Ward.
Send us photos too. Hashtag it at, I don't know, Alie in Georgia. Let's see your hair.
Yeah, just tag us in it on Instagram. Let's see your pictures.
Let's do it.
I want to look at your hair.
Bye. Listen, you shouldn't have to stretch your budget to buy jeans with a little give. High-end denim can cost hundreds of dollars, but bargain brands don't offer the same level of style and comfort.
Yeah. You can't get some jeans that cost you hundreds of dollars and like have to do a juice cleanse to get into them.
Totally. So Distilled, spelled DSTLD, they've revolutionized the fashion industry with their timeless luxury grade denim. So you get jeans that would normally cost you hundreds starting at just $65.
Yeah. They eliminate these crazy markups because they refuse to work with middlemen.
Refuse. They ship directly to you for free and guarantee the fit, or they'll send you a new pair until they're perfect. Distilled jeans are built to last and will be a staple in your closet for years.
They also have a bunch of fall jackets. So if you're like into a classic denim or you want like a bomber jacket, you can just expect the same level of quality.
Okay. And so for a discount, go to dstld.com/feral and you'll get $10 off your first order.
That's
d.com/feral for $10 off. Bye. Thanks. Bye.
Feral Audio.
Hey, Alie. Hey, Georgia. One thing, kids, if you're listening to this and you're not an adult, stop listening to it.
Stop listening.
Cool?
Yeah.
NSFW stuff that we talk about in the show.
Yeah.
For example,
What?
dildos.
Dildos?
Well, I mean, we're not talking about it, but I'm just saying if you wanted to get one, evidently you can go to adameve.com. Do you know that? Do you know that we have sponsors for the show?
Okay, yeah, we're shilling, and I just want to get that out of the way real quick because it feels cheap, but it's also for a really good cause, which is Feral Audio, which like they're not money hungry like shitheads there, you know?
Can I just say that shilling sounds like something else when you're talking about adameve.com.
Wow.
No, we have a sponsor for the show, and it happens to be a website that likes to sell things for adults to play with.
I feel like it's perfect for Slumber Party.
Do you think it is?
Yeah.
You don't just have to get like butt plugs there. They sell like condoms and
I've
things.
had sex.
Have you?
I've used a vibration
Do you know that
tool.
I've never owned one of those?
You've never owned a vibrator?
No, I
There's
never
something
have.
honestly. There's something about owning one, and I'm not just fucking saying this. That
Oh,
makes me feel like
jeez.
an
real
independent woman. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because when I'm single and I'm like, I don't need a man, and like I have
You're like, I have this.
or like if a guy like would peek in there, he'd be like, oh, she can deal with it herself. She doesn't need me. Like I kind of love that. I feel like it's very empowering.
Well, my thing is I'm not really a tech person, but I guess they also have other things like, let's say that I had a boyfriend that I were having sexual intercourse with and he used prophylactics. I could get a bunch of them at a discount. And evidently, if you go to adameve.com and you order things like DVDs, they have a bunch of parody DVDs, which are my favorite things on earth. The first porn I ever saw was Intercourse with with a vampire. Hey.
Oh my God.
Don't even talk to me about the Tanya Hardon story. Anyway.
Oh, real quick before we keep going, in case you guys fast forward through this, if you use the code Slumber, like for Slumber Party, you get fucking 50% off at adameve.com and a bunch of free gifts and stuff.
Yeah, if you use, you get that item at 50% off. You also get 3 free adult DVDs and a free extra gift. So sensual. We can't mention it on the radio.
Butt
also,
plugs.
we don't know what it is,
Butt
but
plugs.
now I'm like, order it.
Can someone
tell
please
us.
order us and tell us? And can
Tell
someone
us
also
what
tell
it
us how
is.
to use butt plugs? Because I've never, that's confounds me.
I'll
Butt
draw you a
plugs.
picture. The other thing is, you guys, Christmas is coming up. So adameve.com, use the code Slumber. Thank us later. Let us know how it goes. You don't have to let us know how it goes, but it's a slumber party. We're all yours. Okay.
Maybe each episode will read like an email from somebody I bought. No, I mean it. I bought this from Slumber. It's awesome. You should try it.
Your kids are not listening? Cool.
Great. Slumber Party with Alie and Georgia.
Hi guys, what's up? Good morning. We're recording this in the morning, which is weird, and we all are drinking coffee, so this is going to be an exciting podcast.
That's Alie.
Hi.
That's Alie speaking.
Yep.
This is Georgia speaking.
I feel like we've already started this like Pokemon characters.
What do you mean?
Like, hi, how's it going?
Because we're fucking highly caffeinated?
Yeah, that's probably why.
Okay, what'd you learn this week, Alie?
I always feel like every time I come in here, I have a weird science fact, and I don't know if that's okay.
That's what we expect from you now, and it's where we go every day to learn, or every podcast to learn our science fact.
It's a really good one, though.
Bring it.
Okay.
You know, I think that bring it.
Okay. So, have you heard of a megamouth shark?
No.
Okay, a megamouth shark. Like, what do you think of when you hear a megamouth shark?
My ex-husband.
I hate it.
Sorry. Okay. What? Nothing. Go.
I think it would be better if you said my ex-wife. Okay, so you think about your ex-wife, but you think about like a guy. It's got a big mouth and it's going to kill everything, right?
Sure.
It's a real big dick.
Yeah.
Megamouth shark is the goofiest looking, ugliest shark, and it has like the most buster teeth you've ever seen. It has like you look closely and it has like 4 teeth the size of a cat claw and on this huge head, and it eats plankton. It just eats like little like
It's
microscopic.
not even a carnivore.
Nope. And it's
Do you think someone felt really bad? The guy who named it was like, you know what? This guy's
you've got a big mouth though, don't you?
He had a bad lot in life. I'm gonna give him a badass name.
You got a big mouth, but
You have a big mouth.
it's a pelagic shark, which means it's like a middle of the sea shark, but they're very rare. You never see them. But the best thing that I love about it, and this is what I learned, is that they have bioluminescent lips.
Oh my god, their lips glow in the dark?
Yeah.
So they're like an 80s like raver. Totally. Oh my god.
Like if you had like if you got something all over your face and you went to a black light club, that's what they look like. Because they're in the deep, in like kind of the deep ocean, and so all of these plankton are like, oh, what's that? And then they enter the club club being Megamouth's mouth.
That's so cool.
But they're really rare, and there's one at the Natural History Museum in a big, huge coffin full of alcohol.
Holy shit, I
Yep.
never saw that guy.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. That's what I learned. What'd you learn?
That's really great. I learned that.
Boom.
'Cause it was really interesting.
Tell me about it.
Well, there's this shark. I learned that in 1971,
Okay.
3 cosmonauts were exposed to space in their module.
Exposed to space in their
Exposed to
module?
space when their module
Okay.
depressurized after separation from the world's first space station, and they're the only men who have ever died in space. Because everyone else has died on re-entry
Yeah.
or on exiting. What do you call it?
Was that the fuck heard around the globe? Because I guess you wouldn't hear it because
I
it's in
never heard
space.
about it. Have you?
Well, the fact that they're cosmonauts makes me think it was Russian, and Russian makes me think that someone took that information and buried it in the tundra of Siberia.
That makes complete sense.
Cosmonaut,
Yeah.
also a great word. Is there a band called the Cosmonauts? Because I feel like there should be, and they should perform
What
in
about
space
the
helmets.
Cosmo have and the have-nots?
Should we ask our guest?
Yeah.
Let's talk to our guest.
Our guest
What a
is-
great guest.
Well, technically, she's a writer, director, actress, very funny, interesting person. But not technically, she's the raddest chick ever.
she's a friend of ours, and one of the first like friend exposures we had is we made Food Network hire her to edit some videos to make them funnier because we find her very very funny.
true.
Kate.
Hey, Brian.
Good morning, guys.
Hi, Kate.
In a teepee in my apartment.
Yay. In pajamas. She totally got into the spirit.
She lives down the block from me, so she rolled up in pajamas, and I was like, "Did you walk here?" And she gave me a look like, "Bitch, please."
No.
they're doing construction on my building, and everyone looked at me like I was crazy when I was leaving. I was like, this is for a podcast. This is serious.
They're like, we have real work that we're doing, so don't talk to me about your podcast.
I know. It's really hot today, and
It is hot.
they're doing physical labor, and I was like, I'm going to be on a podcast. See you guys.
And you have roses in your hair right now, which only makes things more adorable. She showed up with pink roses in her hair and pink pajamas, like looking adorable. Kate,
Hey,
what did you learn?
What did you learn this week?
I feel like I'm going to dumb down your show because
No, bring it
those
on.
were such smart.
No, we love things of all kind.
I learned a dumb joke.
Oh, my God,
but-
bring
yes.
it.
What do you call a guy with a seagull on his head?
What?
Cliff.
Oh my God, I
And I
love
heard that
it.
from my friend, and I was like, this is the best joke because it's so simple.
I really love simple jokes. Like those to me make me laugh harder because they're so like obvious, but no one had ever thought of them.
Have you guys heard of corduroy pillows?
What?
They're corduroy pillows. They're making headlines. That's
I
it,
have
guys.
one. Okay, the other
That's
day I was
all.
walking down Hollywood Boulevard late at night, and these straight up German like tourists were walking by, and I got to hear a snippet of what they were talking about, and I heard the joke they were saying, and I just couldn't stop laughing. It was, did you know that that John Legend and Keith Urban might be related, but that could just be an urban legend.
Oh, that's amazing. And were they doing it in the accent?
Yes, they had like a straight up. Did you know that Keith?
God.
It was amazing. Like that was what made it funny. Is that they were like
Is it they were German?
that they had these crazy hilarious accents.
Who knew that Germans appreciated shit? I never picture a German laughing unless they're killing someone. I'm sorry.
German.
That's right. You are
You're
German.
not from Germany.
Yes, I am.
Oh.
No, I'm not. I'm from here. I just like to lie.
But you're so nice.
Yeah.
We were
My
early.
last name means friend.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Friend. Huh.
I'm not lying. It's true.
I believe you.
I did not know that. Wait, does that mean that in Germany you would be like Frau Freund?
Yes.
That's
Friend.
the best.
It's really a weird last name. Like, I don't know why this is. And this was awful. Like, when I was younger, this manager was like, you should change your last name to Friend. You could be Kate Friend. I go, that sounds so lame.
Oh my God! Like maybe if you're going to be on like a children's show.
Yeah, but I was like, would you hire someone named Kate Friend?
No, Friend is much better.
I would be
Yeah.
like, what did you change your name from and why do you not like yourself?
Yeah.
Would be my instant question.
Are you a serial killer? Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do a game.
Oh, I had a question for Kate though.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to talk about your background because you grew up in Topanga, right?
Yeah.
So
It's a
you're-
hippy dippy canyon between Malibu, Santa Monica, and the Valley.
Are your parents aren't very German? I've met your parents.
My parents they're out to lunch, but they're very serious.
What do you
But they
mean by
like
out to
party.
lunch?
They like to have a pool party. My mom has gotten you drunk before. Don't give me this look.
That's true.
They love to like have a good time. Like let's just have a good time. Let's
they're-
just do something.
they're like
but let's not
canyon
leave the
people.
house.
But let's
Yeah.
not leave the house.
They don't want to leave the house. They like hanging around the pool.
Alie, you're similar because you just like let's just come over.
Just come over
Yeah.
to my
Make
house.
food. We don't need a.
I don't have to put on pants.
Yeah, they love being in swim trunks.
God,
You
I
got
love
some
your
swim
parents.
trunks.
Can I Freund your parents?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be Freund them.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me again.
They like you a lot. They're
Do
like,
they?
that girl was making a coconut drink. Have
That's
her
true.
over again.
Georgia, were you there for that?
I was there for the first birthday party.
This was
When I gave everyone food poisoning.
yeah,
Oh, Kate, this is a great story.
it's a good story.
Can you tell this story?
I almost killed the
was-
comedy community.
So Kate had a birthday party. Her birthday's in July, and she had like a 4th of July party. And her parents have this super dope pad, if I may call it that, because
Yeah,
her parents are cool.
They do.
In Topanga, and there is a pool. There's like a jacuzzi. It's just like beautiful. So the Los Angeles comedy community showed up. They also had a guy making like a taco cart. Everyone
Is
was
it a
like,
taco truck or a cart?
he was like a
It
cart.
was like a cart,
Okay.
and we had used them before. And the worst part of this is my dad is in the food industry, and everybody got sick.
There was
the
a
next day. It wasn't until like the next day people started being like, "Hey,"
And
is
he
anyone
had
else-
to tell his work, "Hey, I can't come in because I have food poisoning." And everyone's like, "Where did you get the food?" And he's like, "No, it wasn't from us." And they're like, "Why didn't you hire
Oh
us?"
shit!
And it's like, oh
so
no,
tell
my
us-
daughter wanted tacos. It was
I
her
just
birthday.
remember
What
seeing on Instagram like Dan Harmon talking about peeing out of his butt, and I'm not a fan of salsa, so I escaped everything.
We got there late too. And
Yeah,
so the
but
food
it's
was
still-
pretty much gone.
it's so
what
memorable,
was the thing
though.
that got everyone sick? Tell everyone.
The tomatoes. Like everybody.
Was it the tomatoes?
Yeah.
The tomatoes?
Sorry. The tomatoes. The tomatoes got everybody sick.
I thought it was the guy who was
No, it was
serving.
It was in the Pico de Gallo.
But the best part about it was like it was the most perfect pool party with like beach balls were getting bounced about. Like there was your favorite comedians over there drinking a Dr. Pepper. There's another friend of yours, and then the next day it was just like everyone was the same base level of misery.
It was crazy.
But I love that because it brought people together.
I don't feel so good. And then I went to our other friend, Scott Ackerman. It was his birthday, like the next night, and I went to go, and I was like, I don't feel so good, but I'll just go. Like it'll be fun. I'll get a soda and bitters. My stomach will settle. And I'm sitting at the table with like Natasha Leggero, who I think is like super funny girl, but someone who you don't want to shit your pants in front of.
No.
And I'm going like, I really got to go to the bathroom. This is getting really okay. I'm just gonna go, and I'll be fine. And I came back to the table, and like more people are showing up there, and I'm going, I'm starting to sweat. I don't feel so good. I cannot shit my pants in front of
my
people.
God.
And I go to Rob, my husband. I go, I got to get out of here. And he's like, okay.
Was he sick too?
He was fine. He has an iron stomach. He was such a punk. So I got sick that whole night. He's like taking care of me. I wake up in the morning and he's eating like all my leftover cake in bed. And I was like, what are you doing? He's like, well, you're sick. You can't eat this. I was like, that's not okay. And then I go, I'm feeling sick. I'm talking to my friend Kyle, and he's like, I'm sick too. And like one by one, I'm looking on Instagram, like other people are getting sick.
Like there was just like your feed was just like full of people getting pho.
My favorite
just
part about
puking.
that was when everyone in the beginning, when everyone was like, "Well, I ate this, but I didn't eat that," but like trying to figure out what it was. Like,
Yeah,
well,
it was
I
like
ate
a mystery.
I ate tacos, but my girlfriend is a vegetarian and she's still sick too, so it can't be the meat. And what could it be?
Yeah.
It's great.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
It's
and
one
then
of my
Rob was
favorite
eating
memories,
the
though.
leftovers.
No,
and I go,
no.
you idiot, what are you doing?
Don't
and he's
do
like,
it.
I got an iron stomach. and then he got sick like the next day.
Shut
What
up.
a dumb bitch.
Deserved
Your
it.
husband is a
know.
dumb bitch.
But he's so cute.
He is very,
Aw,
very cute.
funny.
How did you guys meet?
I met him through Channel 101, which is a monthly festival at the Downtown Independent Theater.
Los Angeles, Channel 101. Get hip to it. It's also online, though, because I've stalked you online via Channel 101. It's all these shorts people make, and they make a series of shorts, and then at the end of the night, people vote on what gets into their episode. And you have a series called Actress.
Love it
It's
so
so
much.
fucking good. You guys,
Go online.
Stop right
Go-
now.
yeah. Go to
Get
Channel
hip
101.
to Actress Kate Freund. It's all in black and white, and it's shot kind of like a moody French film, but it's like the trials of being an actress in LA. And so the thing that I love about a lot of the work you do is you will sometimes get stuff all over your face, and I really enjoy that.
I don't know why.
You have a
I'm
smoothie.
funnier
all over
when
your
I'm
face.
a mess. Because you want to root for me to fail, but it's funny when I don't do well. I think I don't know.
Well, because the character's so like such an actress.
But it's such a weird. Like we were going, what do we call this thing? And it was like, Kyle Ryder, who I make it with. We were going like, let's call it actress, because the second you see that word, you hate that word. So you see it on the ballot at the screening, and it's what is this? I'm not voting for this. This thing's going to come in last. So you have a room of people already hating you before they've seen your thing. And what I like is going, I'm going to win that person over. They're going to get into this. And if they don't, then they're just an idiot, and I don't care. And you should not watch my stuff.
Boom.
Because I don't care. What do you.
Well, what do you, as someone who's like
I love it. No, it's good.
You're you're a writer and you are an actress and you do all of these things. Do you find because I haven't
like been through that grind. I think I did when I first moved to LA, but then I got scared and my soul got
But
broken.
you're so good on camera. You both are so good.
But do you
it drives me crazy. I go, you guys just need to be doing stuff. Just have a camera on you, like
all
now.
the time?
Yeah,
I have one
watch that
set
show.
up in my shower, and
I don't
want to
watch
side
that
of my
show.
toilet.
I can't. No, Alie.
Gotta make that money. But what did thanks. But what did you? How hard is it being an actress in LA? Like, what are auditions really fucking like? They're really that bad? Are they really that bad?
I think they are. I mean, well, it's also have a weird. I started in kind of casting, so I was on the complete other side of that. So I saw people coming in, and as a casting director, you just want people to be good. You go, just come in, be prepared. Don't take your shoes off. Don't shake my hand if your hand's sweaty. I see you see the craziest things that people
I want to
do.
hear this.
Like what? Like to stand out, or just because they don't know what the fuck they're doing?
They're like they'll come in wearing like huge uncomfortable heels, and then they're like wobbling, and they're like, "Can I take my shoes off?"
Oh my God.
But they're patent leather shoes, so I'm like, now your stinky, sweaty feet are getting all over my carpet.
Don't wear those shoes.
But they're like, but it looks so good. I go, it looks good in a photograph, but you can't function.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? You know, and you're supposed to be playing a tomboy. What are you doing?
Gross.
You know, you just I had a girl come in once who was wearing like a completely see-through shirt.
What?
No bra.
What? Mom.
And it was like for a host position.
Oh my
So she had the
God.
microphone like here, and I'm just like
At
going
boob level?
Yeah, and I'm like going, I feel like there's a camera on me right now.
Could you
I'm
see her
gonna
nipples?
Yes.
You saw
It
her
was
whole nipples?
Thin. It was thinner than this.
Why
Like,
wasn't she wearing a bra?
I don't know. This was her choice.
I wear my bra in the shower.
I know.
Like, what is she
I
thinking?
can't even fathom that.
And
That's
it's
so
just
awful.
It was so uncomfortable because I go like, and then I go, well, what is this saying about me? Am I just really uncomfortable with
No,
my-
I'm uncomfortable and I wasn't
No,
there.
it's inappropriate.
It's weird.
It's
was
totes
weird, and
inappropriate.
it wasn't like a sexy role. It was like a news host.
So she got the part,
No,
and
she
that's how
didn't.
we met.
Yeah. Georgia, you were wonderful.
Thank you.
in the Situation Room on CNN, which is starring Georgia's nipples. That's so you've learned what not to do,
This
which is not to be
another
a
what
fucking
not
idiot.
to do is don't come in complaining, going, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I couldn't find parking." And you know, the assistant or whoever I talked to told me to do this, and I'm going, "Why are you talking shit about the person that I work with?
Yeah.
I hired them because I liked them."
I wish you could just be completely honest in a casting and just actually say what you want. Like,
Sometimes you do,
People would lose their shit because actors are so sensitive, right?
yeah. But it's don't you want to know? Like, I'd want to know. Like,
I'd want to know, but I also think, I think you're right, Georgia, that actors' psyches are like
Would you want
pre-programmed
to? I don't
not.
think you'd want to know because you know why? Because we think that we're doing things thoughtfully and appropriately, right? Like you don't do Alie, you don't
No.
do shit
Are
that's
you
like
kidding me?
inappropriate and not
I think I'm
thoughtful.
inappropriate all
Oh.
the time.
Well, I
you guys are.
I
you
do
are
my
so
best to
professional.
not do something like that. So if someone was like, "Hey," and calls you out on it, and you just had no fucking clue.
But just in general, like let's talk in general.
Okay.
Like you're at a party.
Okay.
You leave a party. Do you, when you're walking back to your car, how many times you're like, oh shit, man, did I do that?
Yeah.
Should I have to?
Yeah.
All the time. But is that what most normal
Constantly.
people do or not? Do most people check
some
themselves
level.
before they wreck themselves constantly? How much checking is too much checking before you're just wrecking yourself?
I think that most people aren't very thoughtful. I mean, in the whole, but I feel like we're in our crowd of LA people. That's part of the game is that you need to be aware of your shit, or you're not going to get invited back to things, or you're not going to get like cast in things, or you're not going
I
to
go,
get the
just
job.
don't be rude.
Don't be rude.
I hate rude.
I know.
I like nice. I go, just be nice to
Can
me.
you write a self-help
I
book?
will be.
That's all it is.
This is my problem. I'm so bossy. Of like, let me tell you how to help your life. You want help with your relationship? You should do this. I'm like so
Do it to
bossy.
us. Do it to us.
I'm,
Oh yeah. Do you have any advice for us?
Yeah.
I'll take
kind
it.
of advice.
Any
Just life advice.
Well, the biggest one is don't move in with someone unless you've dated them for a year.
Shit, that's for me.
That's a
me.
good advice.
That's me. Fuck.
I know.
I know it is. I know that's good advice.
Kate.
And you need like a fireman who's also a botanist. Who can just like pick you up and tell you about plants.
This was like our lives are changed right now.
I know, right? I'm that good.
That was amazing.
Hey, you are good. I do need a fireman who's also a botanist.
Anyone who's a fireman botanist or anyone who knows they're not there, can you email Alie and Georgia at gmail.com and set Alie up, please?
Yeah.
I'm sweating.
Because you're so like, yes, thank you.
I can see. I like him. What's his name? Derek?
Don't say Bruce or something.
Mark's good.
As long as he doesn't have a felony record. No. Can he also have a Brussels Griffin?
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
It's this dog. Oh,
what? Everyone Google it.
Google it. Brussels Griffin is, I'm so sorry to our regular podcast listeners who have had to hear me talk about Brussels Griffins so many times. They're this dog that looks like an Ewok.
Okay, I like it.
It's so good. And it has little lips and it has this tiny nose.
It's weird.
It's gross. They're not bioluminescent, but they're pretty dope. Anyway, I really want one. And I want him to be owned by a fireman named Bruce.
Can it be a boy dog?
Okay.
Or do you want a girl dog?
I would like to rub a belly without hitting a penis.
Okay, that's important.
But
that's why I got my dog.
I know.
There was a dog you walked the other day. You told me a story about it. Do you tell that story?
Well, I volunteer at this dog rescue on Saturdays because I can't have a dog in this apartment. And so like a weird, sad pedophile that stays by a playground, I go to a dog rescue.
Yeah.
But all I do there is I Instagram their dogs and sometimes I take them for a walk. And I took this little thing. Its name was Popsy Jingles. Oh, he's a great little dog. Great dog. But I was walking him and I'm like, he has a disproportionately large dong. And I feel uncomfortable by that because it's just flapping back and forth.
Full stomach dong.
Full stomach dong, where if you want to pet the dog, you have to do it from the chest and up because there's a whole area where you're like, I'm not that kind of dog owner.
And isn't it weird too? And like, I feel like I had a male dog too. And like when guests come over and it like rolls on its back and you're like, oh, it wants you to pet its stomach. And the guest has to like, you can't be like, well, it has a huge penis. I don't want to touch it.
You want to know something hilarious?
Nobody says it.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
You guys, I just realized this the other day.
What?
Okay. So I look at Instagram because it makes me happy. And sometimes I look up dog hashtags and, I do it a lot.
So much shame.
Do also, P.S. right now, look up fall foliage hashtag. If you live in Los Angeles, you will begin weeping from a very, very deep, dark place.
This is actually
it's
a really
beautiful.
good slumber party question is what the hashtags you look up when you're bored.
Oh, can I tell this one thing though?
Please.
I was looking at all these dog photos and I started to realize that on dog photos of male dogs, people blur out the dick.
What?
Yeah, I even saw one of like a Frenchie that was rolled on its back and it had a little heart or like a leaf or something superimposed over where the D is.
That's even worse because then they're
I know.
like pointing it out.
I
That's weird.
I know. Okay, I'm just saying.
No, that's crazy.
But hashtags.
What's your hashtag, Kate?
No, I can't. Cute puppies.
You hashtag cute puppies?
I like looking at or dogs in costumes.
Oh, I was looking up dogs in costumes the other
They
day.
don't do anything for me.
Really? They look so stupid. They're like, oh, I'm this.
I love it when they have the arms already attached to the costume.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm like, but there's things where I question what I'm doing with my life and whether or not I'm doing a thing that's good for people, whether or not I should have gone into science or physics or been a female engineer, which would have been important for us. And then I'm like, you know what? The people making Han Solo costumes with arms for pugs, you're doing okay. Like, you're doing an all right job.
Making people happy.
We should plug Goldie Blocks.
What
Have you
the
heard
fuck
of
is that?
Goldie Blocks?
No.
It teaches little girls structural engineering because most toys for girls are a bit like you play dolls or you play
Feminine.
Well, it's like imagination of it. You create a story.
Yeah.
But Legos, it's like you're building things. You're learning about conceptual space.
Wow.
So little girls, they're like going, well, no, we want to, this is this character and this is that. So Goldie Blocks, the point of it is to take this little Goldie character on an adventure, but you have to build her these
That's dope.
projects.
Am I too old to play with her?
I don't know.
I think I might be.
But I feel like I got gypped because I remember being little and being like, I want a microscope because I had a pool, so I love taking
Slides, yeah. Are you kidding? Aquatic samples? I had a microscope and it was the biggest deal of my whole life. I got one in 1986 or something, which most people weren't born then. But, I mean, did you look at things under your microscope?
Yeah.
It was the
All
best,
the
right?
time. And then, but you kind of get bored because you go, well, it can't walk around and it can't like talk to you. I'm just looking at something.
What was the weirdest thing you saw on your microscope when you were a kid?
Like,
Her future.
You're like a stool sample.
well, I'd take a B. Well, I can't say anything too bad because if I'm German, then it's going to be weird.
No, I'm
also Jewish, so it cancels it out.
Oh, that's right.
You're fine, then.
Yeah, I'm lucky I'm alive. There was like bees. You could like take the stinger out.
Yeah.
Look at that. But it's kind of cruel. But it was already dead because it died in the pool.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're totally fine. You were doing an autopsy.
It died
Yeah.
in a shower. It was totally fine.
Yeah, I was just taking a bath. I tried to look up a crab. My mom was making crab, and I tried to look at a crab eye under a microscope.
How did that fit? You just
It didn't. I was doing some smushing, and I remember being like,
But my thing got so moldy after a while because I had like pool water on it. Mom was like, "You gotta throw this away." I'm like,
I dissected
right.
a dead bird once.
"Did you?
Oh no!
How did you do that?"
My cat brought home a dead bird.
Yeah. Okay.
And my friend and I were like, let's check this shit out.
Word.
And it was like, it already had it had been kind of chewed apart by my sweet cat Whiskers, who was always bringing shit home. So we kind of just like took some sticks and we're like, let's open this cavity up and like checked out the heart and saw the fucking heart of this bird. And to this day, I'm like, that's creepy.
Did you eat it?
We ate it. We fried it up with some butter. It was delicious.
I did that. I
very
caught things in the backyard and I ate them.
What?
Yeah.
What did you eat?
Oh, I caught a crawdad. I caught a sunfish.
Had a steak.
No, I caught it. Yeah, I don't know. We had a pond, but I lived behind there were like acres and acres of pasture behind my house.
Amazing.
And so my favorite like game as a kid was to take a stick with my sister and a clipboard, and we'd go poke cow pies and try to determine how old they were.
See, your sister sounds great.
She's
I
pretty
love
cool.
my sister, but she showed me like slaughter videos of like cows being killed when I was in 3rd grade, and then I became a vegetarian, which isn't a real popular
her-
thing for a kid.
Was that her point?
Yes,
She was like, look at this.
she's like, meat is murder. You're gonna learn.
oh my
Was she a
God.
Smiths fan?
Was she a Grateful Dead fan?
A Smiths
Yes.
fan?
No, she was like this hippie chick who's awesome. I love her to death, but it was like I should not have
No.
seen this.
You're an impressionable child.
Yeah, and then I was like, I can't eat cows. And she's like, would you eat Frankie? And I had this little bird that was a cockatiel named Frankie. And I was like,
Frankie was
no.
your
And she
brother.
goes, you're gonna see how chickens are killed. And
Holy
because she was
shit.
babysitting us.
How much older is she?
6 years.
Oh
Yeah, my
God.
mom was like pissed because like my mom would like make dinner and be like, I can't eat it.
Are you still a vegetarian?
I'm like a part-time vegetarian.
You only eat cockatiels.
Yes.
I got it. Oh my God, that's so
It
traumatic.
was so bad. But then it makes you like not. You go over to a friend's house for a slumber party. I was very traumatized by slumber parties, so I think it's very good that I'm here.
Really?
right now.
We're about
I'm
to
dealing
attack
with some-
you.
I know. It's true.
Well, and then that shit's gonna get scrappy, and that's what's in that bag.
Why were you
It's my
traumatized?
knife.
Did you pee in your sleep at a slumber party? That was always my biggest fear.
I peed on a girl's underwear at a slumber party.
On purpose?
Yeah, 'cause she was really mean.
Are you sure it wasn't you who was really mean?
I also was really mean.
Wait, what did she? How did you direct that? Because I feel like if I had to pee on an object, it's all or nothing. Do you know what I mean?
You throw it in the toilet, and then you get a bunch of girls to pee on it, and then
so
you put it in a Ziploc
mean.
baggie and you freeze it.
That's so mean.
She was really mean.
Why was she at the slumber party then?
Because it was, I don't know. It's like, hey, girls all get along. Because it was twins. So one twin was really nice, and all her friends were like the nice, like nerdy girls, which I was in. Oh no! And then the other twin was like a jockey twin, and all her friends were like the sports girls.
Future lesbians of America.
Yeah, a lot
Just kidding.
no.
Did you?
But
look
she
them-
was picking on this girl who had like hairy arms, which really made me mad.
Yeah, that's not nice.
And then I found out she had frozen my pajamas, shorts, my boxer shorts. And I had been wearing a dress because I had come from a play that I had done. So I had nothing to change into. And that was like hilarious. And I was like, they went upstairs to play Light as a Feather. I'm like, we're going through her shit and we're going to fucking pee on her stuff. Because I was so mad. And but it was also I'm not very smart. Because you pick a fight with she was
she like
solid
into lacrosse?
muscle.
Was she like? Did she play like lacrosse? And
Yes.
stuff?
And she
I know?
got kicked out of high school because she threw a bottle at a girl's face. Like she was not a nice girl.
Do you stalk her on Facebook? What's her deal?
I did look her up,
And?
she had really bad camel toe in a picture, and so I feel really sorry.
Holy shit!
She was in like biker shorts because she had done a marathon or something, and I was like, "Yep, you're." Everything worked out great for you. But this is okay. So she found out that I peed on the underwear, and she decided she grabbed her purse, and this is the 90s, so everything's patent leather with chains on it. And she began to hit me across the face with this purse.
Sounds chill.
She gave me a black eye.
What?
She split my lip.
Whoa.
And the worst part of it is the mom wouldn't let me call my mom to go home.
Oh my God.
Because she was like, this will go down by the morning. This will be fine. And I'm like going, I just want to go home. I want to go home. This girl's going to cut my hair off in my sleep.
That's like severely
really
traumatic.
crazy.
Yeah.
What did your parents do when you told them?
My mom was pissed.
Oh, well, yeah.
And she was like, you're not this, like, she's like, this is awful.
Well, those are charges that could be filed.
Yeah. But the worst thing is, like, the biggest heartbreak is my friend who was in on this with me, who's like, it was her party. She goes, I'm like all beat up, and she goes, you ruined my birthday party. And I was like, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
So it was like a real
everything
awful,
went wrong.
I would just change schools, but I would go like to Guam.
Yeah.
I would just be like, fuck
Well,
all
half
you
the
all.
girls went to, there were two schools. There was Malibu High or Malibu Junior High. And then there was, what is the other one? There's
Crossroads?
Palisades?
It's not Pally High. It's
San Quentin.
Not AU, right?
Jonestown.
I can't remember what it's called.
Waco, Texas.
Everybody else went to the other school.
Holocaust.
But I had gone,
Atlantis?
I was like one of the kids who was from Malibu that went, and so most of these
some
girls
gang
went
warfare
to the other.
shit, though.
It was crazy.
Let's ask the question.
Oh,
Do I like gangs?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
You like gangs. Okay.
I like Warriors, the movie The Warriors.
it's a good
It's
movie.
all
Give
about
us
gangs.
Slumber
Great
Party
movie.
question. Sorry, we've just been interrogating you.
Yeah. Slumber Party question. For those of you who are new to Slumber Party, we basically ask Slumber Party asks questions to our guest. We're in pajamas. For those of you who didn't catch that,
we're in pajamas.
in a TB in Allie's living room.
I just want the listeners to know that I put these on last night. I slept in them, and then people came to my house, and I have not changed. So
She looks great though.
I'm a
It's so
grown-up.
Cute.
Thank you. Do you want to hear a little story about these pajamas really quick?
Yeah.
I have a really hard time buying myself nice things because I was raised Catholic, and
I was raised Jewish. I have the same problem.
right, I just can't. I'm like,
don't.
I'm
I
fine.
was raised Jewish, and I have so much shit. I can't even deal with it.
I'm like, I'm fine with nothing. And so it was a really big challenge for me to go out and get some nice pajamas for myself. And I found the receipt for them earlier today, and it just says nightwear fancy, which is funny because they're like from H&M and they were $17. Okay, which is probably really bad because I use sweatshops. Hey, okay. Weirdest obsession. What is the thing that you obsess over that you're like, this is a little weird?
Or that you love, like you're obsessively in love with, and it's weird. You can't say your
Besides
dog.
my dog. Oh,
It can't. Well, I think a dog is a good obsession to have. I realized I'm obsessed with yurts last night.
Okay.
what's yurts?
It's like a tent. It's kind of like in between a teepee and a tent. I don't
They
know.
have a lot of them in Oregon.
God, I love yurts. Is yours your dog?
I really like tea.
That's great.
That's a good one.
I love like a great cup of tea, or to the point of like I'll start going, oh, you know what'd be great right now? A cup of tea. And you go like, this isn't even like that exciting.
What kind of tea?
I like PG tips.
Oh, that stuff's good. A little cream, a little sugar.
Yeah, that shit's dope.
Sometimes I throw in like a little green tea bag.
You're
To the
getting crazy.
PG tips?
Yeah.
Damn, girl, you're
Yeah.
crazy.
I met this really cool director once, Tony Kaye, who directed, we worked in the same office, and he did, Edward Norton, American History X. He directed that. So he's like this hardcore, thuggy English guy who looks like he's going to take your head and smash it against the wall. And of course, I was like, I want to hang out with you, man.
Don't freeze
You're
his
really
underwear.
cool.
Don't pee on his
I know.
underwear.
Is that terrible? I was
No,
a
no,
bad
no.
kid.
No, she sounds like she sounds
really
like
mean.
a demon.
But he like pulled me aside one day. He goes, "So you want some of this?" And I was like, "What?" And he had like a flask, and I was like, "Oh God, this guy wants to drink at work. This is kind of cool." But no, we shouldn't be drinking at work because we've got work to do. And he goes, "I noticed that you drink at work." I was like, "No, I don't drink at work." But then he lifts the flask top, and it's not filled with alcohol. It's filled with tea. And there's one side, no, it's dry. One side is dried black tea, and the other side is dried green tea.
What? Shit.
And he takes like it's like snuff. You take a pinch from this, and you put it in a cup, and take a pinch from that side, and he made me like the best cup of tea ever.
Wow.
And
Oh my
I was
God.
like, "This is incredible." He goes, "Yeah," and I was like, Thank you.
Oh my god.
Because he's like a man of very few words. Like occasionally you'd hear him like yelling at somebody in the background, but usually, he kept to himself or he'd play his guitar at the studio.
I love that. Like, you know how usually flasks are made to look like other things so you can hide them?
Yeah.
Well, this tea thing was made to look like a flask so you can hide the, like, that's so confusing.
It was so crazy. But he's like, it was like the perfect thing. It fit right in his pocket and it had like a divider and it was so fresh. I was like, this is great.
I've never had. This is some choice kush, man.
I know, right?
My obsession lately, and I think it's becoming a problem, is audiobooks. I've always loved them.
Audiobooks are awesome.
But I feel like lately I've been like, that's all I want to do is like, my house is like super fucking clean because all I want to do is listen to my book. And I'm always like, what's my next book going to be? What's my next book going to be? I don't know what it's going to be.
You're chasing the dragon.
I'm totally fucking chasing the dragon.
You're chasing the girl with the dragon tattoo. I mean, you probably would never read that. Would you read that?
I wouldn't read that. No.
Yeah. We're listening to Gulp, right?
I'm listening to Mary Roach's Gulp right now.
Her.
It's so amazing. But here's the thing though. Okay. Alie and I went to England on Beefeater Gin's dime a while ago and it was a fucking amazing trip. And when we walked into the hotel, they handed us a travel suitcase and a personalized iPad mini. iPod mini.
Yes.
And I've been using the hell out of it, but suddenly it's not working anymore because I left it in my hot car and everything that I listen to is kind of fast forward and it's talked like this and you kind of understand what I'm saying. And
No.
So it's Mary Roach, like all this interesting, like scientific shit, but it's said incredibly fast and on like fast forward and I have to like concentrate to listen.
There's got to be a fix for that. You guys, listeners, if you're like, bitch, that's a setting.
I'm sure it's a setting.
Just tell
I
her.
bet it's a setting.
Just put it in the freezer and then see what happens.
Please
Pee on it.
down.
Pee on it and put it in the freezer.
help her with her audiobooks.
Also, if you have any audiobook suggestions, please email them to us.
Oh yeah, I'll take that. I really want to read Gulp next.
You can take it from me because I paid for it for
Damn. Look at us.
Audible.
Swapping this shit, you guys.
You guys,
I have
okay.
another question for you.
Let's do it.
Friends.
Oh, this one I know. I like
This one?
Yeah.
I have a question, Kate.
Okay.
Let's talk about midnight snacks. Let's say no one's around.
Secret.
Let's say that or maybe just Lolly's around. Maybe your husband Rob's around. Maybe we're around, and you're like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna eat the shit out of this
Maybe
thing,
you're
and I have no
alone.
shame."
Yeah,
I like burritos.
Would you eat? Is that a midnight snack situation?
Oh, yeah.
like frozen burritos, or
No,
you make
I'll
them
make
yourself.
the burrito.
You make the burrito?
I love a good burrito.
Tell us
it's like
about-
a giant.
The ones that are like the size
if
of a
it's
cat.
a midnight snack and I'm like hungry for some, I don't know. I like that. I like frozen waffles.
Walk us through a typical midnight Kate burrito because
It's got eggs in it.
eggs.
Because it's kind of like a breakfast burrito.
That's a complicated. So you have to
Yeah.
it's a multi-step burrito.
Yeah.
But it's so quick because it's like the microwave and one pan and.
So eggs.
Well, I
cheese.
usually make things that it only has like 5 ingredients because I'm lazy. Beans, eggs, avocado, tomato.
I love these.
And a tortilla. A tortilla. I'm like, my hands are shaking because I've had so much coffee. I feel so alive. I just want to rob a bank. Come on, you guys, let's get crazy. I get so righteous when I drink coffee. Like, it's awful.
You just fixed both of our lives in
Yeah, you
one
did.
sentence each. So I think you should be drinking coffee on the reg.
I know.
I need a botanist fireman, and I need to not move in with him for a year.
That's right.
1 year. He has to pursue it. He has to really, really want it to the point of he's like, oh, why won't you stay over? This is another rule that I like. When you start dating someone, you go, look, I really like you, but I can't stay over at your house more than 3 nights a week. And the guy goes, whoa, wait a minute. Why?
Can they stay at your house?
Well, no. Well, you break the rule, but you put your foot down because that way they feel like they have an out. So someone doesn't feel trapped.
I think some solo time is good for new couples.
Agree.
I'm into that. I'm
'Cause you
like,
go-
not that I've been in a new couple for a while.
situation.
It pisses me off.
At
I
least
feel like I feel like there's
Tell us
a
more.
part of me that wants to be a pimp. Because I have all these like amazing girlfriends that you go like, this chick is so fucking rad. Why don't people get this? Like, she's hot, she's smart, she's got it going on. Like, what is wrong with you guys? Like, I don't understand. And I feel the same way with guys. Like, sometimes you go, that guy's so sweet and nice. Why is he dating this chick who's a maniac?
Yeah.
So why don't you?
Yeah, you should pimp people out.
Because I feel like I'd be Heidi Fleiss.
No one ever sets anyone up. Do you
I
notice
set
that?
everybody up.
Okay,
Are you
you're
insane?
good at that, right?
I've got
I
like
get set up.
2 marriages and a kid
Damn.
under my belt.
This is your casting thing.
I
What
know.
if I walk
I'm
in?
a control freak.
walk
I'm
in with a
psychotic.
see-through
Walk in with a nipple blouse and just
patent leather shoes.
immediately take my weird stacked raver boots off and be like, well, these are too tall.
Who you got for me?
I don't really I don't ever ask guys out because most of the time I'm like, I guess if they like me, they'll ask me out.
Yeah.
I'm not
But
proactive
you have to meet
enough.
them kind of halfway.
Yeah, I know.
You go,
I'm not
"Ooh,
proactive.
You know what? This movie I really want to see. And if he goes, oh, yeah, I want to see that. Let's go.
Let's go and bone in the car
Yeah, or
afterward.
That's
Or
just
you
like
meet
a nice,
someone.
it's slipped in there. It's
You
just
meet
a very
someone
casual
and
thing.
let them ask you out. You
Yeah.
meet someone.
Sure.
it's
I
obvious.
know a lot of times I don't meet guys that I'm that into.
Yeah.
And I love guys in general. Just a lot of times it's like, oh, here's another doofus.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know, but I don't know.
do because it's
or you'll meet them at a party and you'll be like, you are wasted. There's no way I want to date you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you have a girlfriend. There's no way I want to date you.
I don't know why guys do that. I go, just break up.
I know.
Just break up.
Gross.
Move on.
Leave me
You
alone.
know, you guys are both. If my dad gave me really good advice once, he said, if you're with the wrong person, it's like you're in prison.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you just feel this weight and this dread of like, I don't want to go home. I don't want to be around them. Everything they say drives me crazy.
Oh, been there.
You know? And Oscar Wilde has a great quote that I want to paraphrase about how if someone is crying and you don't care about them anymore, you
Comfort them?
you just look at them like it's annoying.
Oh.
I heard something that was like,
But it's true. Have you ever had someone who cried to you who you're just like, I'm so over this. I just
Well,
want them to leave.
stop crying. What's wrong
Yeah,
with you?
I think the problem is if you date an actor, whenever there's like a really explosive show of emotion, you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
How
that's
much
true.
of this is
Yeah.
authentic and how much of this is you're like, I'm nailing this right now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like when
It's so hard to date actor guys. I don't
it's
know.
really weird to be like, to be like dating an actor and be like, are you monitoring your output of emotion right now or is this
Yeah.
real? I mean, I don't have a lot of trust issues, but if you date an actor, you should have trust issues because you're like, I don't know, especially guys, but like,
Don't you think the writer is even more manipulative to date? Because you can,
Oh, I
they
never
can
thought
figure
about
out.
I never thought about
And
that
let me
either.
ruin this for you, because the actors are just saying what someone else is.
You know who
writing.
not manipulative? The botanist, the fireman
Yeah.
botanist. He's not going to light a fire and be like,
that's true.
What if his name is Jules?
Jules.
Okay.
That's a good
No.
name.
Simon?
Alie and Jules.
Simon.
I don't know.
There's not a fireman in the world named Simon. I guarantee it.
I don't know.
This is a
British
call to
firemen.
arms.
I don't know. I figure I'll work that out. At least I have fancy nightwear, you
I
guys.
just want him to have a ladder. Like you
Yeah,
need
I'd
to be
like someone
dating
with a-
someone with a ladder, so you can like get up at 5 a.m. and go pick apples.
That's true.
You know.
Oh, fall. I have a question. Do you have a secret talent other than being awesome at
I
advice?
can do that.
She's doing fucked up things with her
She's
finger.
doing weird jointy miss.
My finger does a weird.
Oh my god! It looks like
Yeah.
it looks like a Japanese horror movie.
It looks
You know, like-
broken.
She's
Why
got
does
a-
it do that?
It's like double jointed. It looks like a GIF.
But
It looks like
Yeah.
the movements are like jerky and incomprehensible.
Like you know when the like ghost in a Japanese horror movie starts walking towards you and it's
Oh,
in
yeah.
little bits and what is it?
fits
and
and
bursts.
starts. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's like that.
All right, so you got a fucked up finger.
I can click my tongue. Wait, hold on.
Oh, that's kind of weird. So you can call click beetles.
Or
can-
horses.
You can beatbox.
It's hard to do with so much coffee.
Yeah, I
have
know.
a dry mouth.
I have another question. Do you have any internet crushes? Is there anyone on the internet that you're like, oh, I want to be friends with them IRL?
They're like they're so talented and funny and interesting.
I have so many people in my life. I'm trying to weed.
You're like, I don't need any new friends.
I
Is there
feel
anyone-
so lucky. I'm like, I like this person so much, and this person's so fun to hang out with, and I love that they do this, and it's.
Oh, can I tell you who followed me on Instagram last night?
Who?
I lost my fucking shit. I was like, no, this can't be real. Leslie Grossman, who played Mary Cherry on Popular in the 90s.
Her.
Oh my god, do you know who she is?
Yeah.
Love her.
We used to tape Popular on VHS, and I can quote whole like scenes between her and Baby Honeychild, which was her separated birth twin, and somehow
We worked with her.
I know, but somehow she followed me last night on Instagram, and I was like, she knows I exist. And then I noticed the next picture I put up, I was like, would Mary Cherry like this? And then I was like, I have to not think
she
that
like
way.
it?
No, I don't think she did. But I was like, I have to not think about it.
You know who
Yeah.
followed me
I lost
recently
my
that I
shit.
kind of lost my shit? Like, I know this person through other people, but like, it's still a big fucking deal to me is Paul F. Tompkins.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
know
lovely.
everyone-
He
great.
arrested me in an episode of the Sarah Silverman program.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
And he was really nice. He goes, he had to put like cuffs on me. He's like, "Is that her?" I go, "No, it's fine. You're such a gentleman."
Yeah,
He
is.
liked one of
he's
my.
so nice.
Then he commented on one of my photos too. And
He's
I
great.
Kind of
Paul
lost
F. Tompkins, you guys, get hip to him.
Fuck, yeah.
Hey, Paul F. Tompkins, if you're listening, you can follow
We're
me too.
totally
at
hip
Alie
to you.
Ward, if you want to. Wait.
What?
No, here, wait. We'll
One
probably
more
cut
I'd love
this
to have
part.
someone who I like online.
Yeah, there must be someone that you like online that you're
Like even a blog about cats or dogs.
I feel like I haven't done anything because I've been like so crazy the last couple of weeks. That I
Is there a
haven't been
website
online.
you've looked because you just got a new dog? Is there a website that you're like, this is a website that I go to when I have dog questions?
No.
Okay.
Is there anyone who, if they.
I feel like I'm blanking on this.
You
and
are.
There is somebody who I go, I should say this person because they're so cool.
Let's ask you another question, and if you come back to it,
Yeah, you can think about it.
Yeah.
Got any good ghost stories?
come on.
Ghosts.
Ghost.
Do you
We should
believe
have a
in
song
ghosts?
for this. Ghost
I know.
stories.
No, we shouldn't. Okay.
I'm from Topanga, and it's really creepy there at night because there's no stoplights.
Uh-huh.
Like they actually have two now, but when I was growing up, there was no lights, and they filmed like the Freddy Krueger movies up there, and the Manson family was up there.
Oh, I love the Manson family.
So interesting.
I was so obsessed
it's-
with them.
But they're so awful.
I
You just
know.
go like, oh my God, why'd they listen to this guy?
I know.
He just framed these women.
I know. It's so.
That makes me mad because I just go like, oh, he's so manipulative.
Oh, he was a.
Here's a fun fact.
psychopath.
Bobcat Goldthwait's cat is named. What's the redheaded dude's name?
Oh, Squeaky Frome?
Yep. Bobcat Goldthwait's cat is named Squeaky Frome. I know this because Instagram.
My sisters read the read Helter Skelter and all this Charles Manson literature when we were kids. They were obsessed with
Literature. It's more just like
books.
some guy who's like, I'm going to make some money off this shitty
it
paperback.
was a
pretty
blog
much.
before blogs
Yeah,
were
that's
invented.
true. People were excited, but my sisters and I were so interested in the crime story that when I was like 11 or 12, my dad once screamed at the dinner table, "No more Manson talk during dinner," because that didn't stop my sister from throwing a party for the three of us, and we all dressed as Charles Manson characters, and I made a beard out of rabbit fur.
Where were you when I was younger?
I still have the beard. It's a Charles Manson beard I made out of crafting materials. But are there Manson ghosts up there?
I don't know. It was so creepy up there at night. Like, you just literally feel like you're gonna be killed.
Wow.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
Oh, this is really embarrassing.
Oh no.
I have a really tight spot when I park, and I was parking my car one night, and I saw this thing move, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's a ghost!" And I jerked my car, and I scraped the whole front of my car.
Holy shit.
And I was totally sober. And then I got out of the car and I like ran upstairs. I was like, oh my God, it's so scary. And then the next day there was there was a bag, and I told Rob about it because we walked to the car and he saw this little bag. He goes, "That's your ghost." I go, "Well, it's moved." And he goes, "You were afraid of like a 1-foot ghost?"
There was like a plastic
What is it?
bag? Is that
Yeah.
what it was?
He goes, "It's going to haunt your ankles. Like, what is wrong with you?" Because I get spooked really. I can't watch most horror movies because I freak out.
Wow.
Me too.
Oh, I love them.
I can't take the anxiety.
I don't like it.
It's
Like,
just makes me
even
sad
a
and
trailer.
worried.
Like, I'll be watching. I go, I came here to see this movie, and now you're putting this horror movie before it, and this is unfair. I did not pay to see this trailer. I don't
get
want
it.
to see this. There should
love
be a
good-
warning.
I love getting scared, and it's such a hard thing for me that like if it's done, I'm like, yeah, this is done well.
You want to see something really scary?
Yeah.
No,
Are
I'm
you
kidding.
looking at
I'm
me?
not-
I really
I
thought.
know, but you're kind of scared.
I really thought you were gonna levitate.
I know.
I was like, oh, this is gonna get shit's gonna get weird right
Let's
now.
do fuck that.
Yeah, let's do fuck that. Okay, so we have this thing called fuck that every episode, where we say one thing that we really love and one that we just want to fuck. We want to slow bone that and just make sweet love to it, and then another thing that we're like, fuck that, fuck that.
Who wants to go first?
Georgia, you go.
No, I actually said that because I don't want to
Oh,
go
can
first.
I start with
Yes.
the thing I love?
Yes.
And I won't say my dog, but she did sleep like a person the other night, and it was really cute because she was on her back and her feet were over the blankets, and her head was on the pillow, and she was like, "I'm just a cutie.
You guys look up.
But I'm sorry, I'm obsessed with this stupid dog.
Oh my God! Look, there's a little white paper bag, very much like a pastry bag that she just set in front of us. We have no idea what's in it.
What is it?
There's these cookies at Gelson's that are iced cookies that I freaking love.
Yes. Let me see.
They're my favorite thing.
Bring it on.
I'm so excited
And
about this.
because I
Paper
know
bag.
you like kind of haunting, scary things.
Oh my God!
Oh
It's
my
a
God.
ghost sugar cookie.
It's a ghost sugar cookie. I'm dying.
my
Kate, you are the
God.
fucking best. I'm dipping this in my coffee right now.
Thank you. I'm gonna
This
eat
one's special for Dustin because
it
he's the
has
little
a
black
bat on
bat.
it. Sugar bat cookie.
You guys, this is fucking exciting.
So
good.
you brought us
I brought
treats.
one for me.
I don't
I
think
have one
anyone's
for
ever
Rob
brought
later.
us treats. Hold on, I dipped my ghost butt in my coffee. I am eating the butt first.
It's so simple, but
These
it's
are awesome.
really.
I see these
love
every like
cookies.
holiday, and I'm always like, I wish I was a kid.
Oh fuck, this is good cookie, man.
This is a good.
This is like
straight
a
up
solid,
cookie.
like a almost like a shortbready cookie though. Mm-hmm. It's
just
shortbready.
so simple, and I like the icing. I don't know. It's
a
like
thick icing.
That's so cute.
I just put an entire ghost cookie in my coffee cup, and it looks like it's coming out of my coffee. And my day just got hella good.
Okay, what do you hate?
Yeah, do you have anything you hate?
I hate incompetence.
No, that's a pretty good one.
I hate like
examples?
when I go to the store and I go, "Hey, can I exchange this?" and they say no. Like I don't like rules in that way. I go, just do it. Just figure it out. You're not a moron. I know you like it's more work to say no than to say yes. Just get on my side. Let's do this. Let's move on with our life. You're holding me captive. I want to strangle you.
I feel like you'd be a good negotiator.
Yeah, but then I'd be like, let's just go home and watch a movie.
Oh shucks. Oh shucks.
You know?
Georgia, what do you got?
But I want to say fuck that too. Alie, you go. Real
There's
quick.
nothing that you hate? What about parking? What about fleas?
Tinted windows
You hate tinted windows?
on cars? I go, why do you have the tint on the window? You're just going to have to get pulled over.
I just got tinted windows.
What? They're
'Cause I love
blacked
it.
out?
They're pretty dark.
Don't you realize that the cops are going to make you change this and you're going to have to pay a fine?
Who does that? When?
You're not
never
allowed
heard of that.
to have a certain level of tint.
I bought it that way.
Why do they sell it that way? You're going to get fined.
But also, Georgia, you just perjured yourself because you actually got the tint put on. And when they offered Georgia the tint, they're like, do you want the legal one or do you want one darker? She's like, give me one darker, motherfuckers.
you're going to have to pay. Hey, don't waste your
Who
money.
gets fined for that? I've never heard of that.
Get fined.
Who?
The cop,
no one's
the
ever
cop
got pulled
will
over for
pull
this.
you over.
It's never
and
happened.
Say, hey, your windows are too dark, lady. Because the person could have a gun. My mouth is full of cookie.
No, but I think the fun thing about Los Angeles is that it's a lawless place of anarchy because there's so much shit happening that they're like, I don't let the Nissan Versa drive.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's
That's my
someone
point.
getting stabbed
Right.
like in a cul-de-sac like a block away.
Yeah, like
probably.
who gives a shit? And it makes my car
Police.
less hot. And
That's true.
I don't like being I feel like when you're in a car, you're so exposed to every human. Like everyone can just see you, and it bothers me.
You know what I saw the other day, and I couldn't believe it. I was parking my car, and I'm about to get out, and I see this guy drive by with his finger up his nose and picking it, and I go, oh, that's pretty gross. But then I saw there was a woman
Ew.
in the passenger side. And
Oh.
this guy is like
Gross.
really
in there.
digging in there, and I
Gross.
go, if this is your wife, like, divorce him. Like,
Yeah.
you can't pick his nose like that.
In public,
I
In
love-
a car, like, what is wrong with you?
If I were hearing that case, I'd be like in the car. All right, file for divorce. I think she could get some serious alimony.
Oh, this is another thing that bugs me. Lolly and I, my dog and I, almost got hit by a car because someone was on their phone.
no,
Oh, that sucks.
Texting. I go, put the phone away.
I know people they can't get enough of them, man.
But then I hate it when like someone's just driving and they're not even texting. They're just driving and looking at the phone.
Oh, they're just reading stuff.
Yeah.
crazy.
They're just looking at pictures of Brussels Griffins, guys, in their 2007 Toyota Prius.
Is this a green dog? Like I feel like this dog is green.
No, it's
Brussels sprout.
sprouts.
I know. I would. If it were covered in like green algae, I would still want to own one. They're so cute. I'll show you a picture. You'll die.
Can I start over?
Yes.
One thing I love so much, I want to fuck, is truffle salt.
Oh hell yeah.
One thing I hate so much is that in order to make really good food at home, you have to oversalt everything.
You think so?
Yeah.
There's a really good salt I got turned on to.
What is
that I
it?
should have brought over. Is it? I don't know. It's like flaky and delicious.
Crystals.
Yeah,
There's
but
a
it's like
little girl
they're
on the
thin.
cover, and she's
No,
got
no,
an
no, no.
umbrella.
No,
Is it Malden sea salt?
I think it is.
Yeah, that's popular
Damn.
now.
It's so good on a piece of avocado.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is it from Oregon? Because there's a Malden sea salt from Oregon that is very popular in Portland.
My friend's mom gave it to me.
Shit,
she goes,
dog.
Hey, I feel like people like pull me aside and give me stuff.
They're
all
like,
the
snort
time.
this, Kate.
They're like, I think you'll be into this. And it's always, I go, yeah, let's do it. Like, I don't know.
I got a really good, when we were in Oregon, I got a good finishing salt that's like just this flaky crystallized salt. You just put it on top of like something after you've plated it.
Plated it.
Better plated it.
On top of a breakfast burrito, perhaps.
For example.
For example.
Okay, what do you love, Alie? What do you love? Hate?
The thing that I hate right now, deeply, in a deep, frustrating knot in my psyche, is my fucking vacuum. My vacuum sucks, but I didn't even mean to say sucks just now, but it does suck. It doesn't.
It just doesn't work anymore?
All it does is like burn hair and spew dust, and I'm like, you are barely useless. You are barely useful. You are just on the cusp of being useful enough, and I need a new one.
Can I tell you where I got mine, and I'm in love with it?
Okay.
Because I had your vacuum.
Yeah, you know my
I told you
vacuum.
to get it, and it worked great. I went on, I've never done this before, but I went on overstock.com, found a nice vacuum that was like...
Is it a grown-up vacuum?
It's a grown-up vacuum, and it was like really marked down. And I had vacuumed my floor the day before with my old shitty vacuum.
Oh, no.
And then I vacuumed it again with this new vacuum.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that vacuum sucked. Like the amount of stuff it
Or
pulled
didn't.
up. Yeah, right. You got to go on overstock.com and look for the vacuum.
Does it have one of those canisters where you can see all the disgusting putrid shit that's been on your floor?
Yep.
I love that. I love that too. I do have a microscope actually. If only I would sit down and look at that shit more often, I would get a better vacuum.
You would never walk around your house again.
Oh.
Okay, what do you love?
One thing I love, worried that my friends are worried about me, is I'm really into willow huts, and I feel like there's a willow hut on the grounds of the Natural History Museum, and it's a structure made out of bent willows, and it's weird, and it's made of twigs, and I love it. And so as like kind of a joke, I took a picture of it a few Wednesdays ago, and I hashtagged it Willow Hut Wednesday, and then I felt pressured to put up a picture of a willow hut because they're fucking great every Wednesday. And now there's a few people who have started to post Willow Hut Wednesdays, and I'll Google what willow huts look like. I went to the Arboretum, which is like 19 miles away from my house, to take a picture of a willow hut.
Wow.
They're just these weird, beautiful structures made of all of these tangled twigs.
I think what we're more worried about is just your love of alternative structures, like alternative housing structures.
I love teepees and yurts.
Yeah.
I think I was meant to be homeless. I think
But you're so organized to be homeless.
That's true. I could, you know what? My total dream is to have like a little piece of land, maybe in Vermont, maybe in Topanga, it doesn't matter. But there's
Stay local.
I'll stay local.
Thank you.
There's like a yurt on the property. There's a teepee, and there's like a gypsy vardo, and there's a willow hut. And it's just like, you guys, which structure should we retire into and play cards?
There's an episode of this show called Four Houses that has that exact house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this really cool guy named Bruce is a fireman, lives in
Oh,
Yeah.
it. He has an herb garden.
the local plantage, or the local foliage.
And then I just have the vapors and faint.
Can I say something that I love about you guys?
Yes.
I love your ability to craft an email. And it makes me hate myself because I cannot, for the life of me, write a good email.
I love
It's
writing emails.
always,
We're pretty
I
good at
know,
it.
you're amazing. I get your email and I go, yeah, let's do this. And then my response is always like, sounds great. And I go,
to give credit, I learned a lot from Alie. I'm good at it now because I like followed her lead. But we're fucking good at writing emails.
you're so good.
Yeah.
It's a
There's a
total
rhythm.
skill.
There's a rhythm.
Yeah.
I can't
I learned
figure it out.
You can learn it too.
Yeah, I can. You know what? I'm gonna have a quick like seminars. I'm gonna teach like how to Instagram a willow hut with the best like resolution and contrast, and also how to write a business email that's still fun to read.
Yeah.
Our agent just told us that he gets slammed with emails, but he always reads ours first because he knows there's gonna be some stupid fucking joke in it. We're like, just some dumb whatever.
But it's never like the length is usually perfect. The way it looks on the page.
Wow.
I mean, it has a beginning, middle,
Alie,
and
high
end.
five.
It just pisses me off.
We'll teach you after this. We'll have I'm gonna have a seminar in this teepee or maybe my yurt.
Well, what do you want to plug? Where can we find you online?
Where can we stalk you?
I'm at channel101.com.
Whoop whoop.
I'm on Instagram.
Hell
What's
yeah.
your Instagram name?
Caters Freund.
Caters.
Freund.
Yes. That's about it.
That's it?
Are we?
I
Can
don't
we?
know.
You have a website?
I'm really bad at
No, just what's your home address?
I live down the street from you.
Yep, that's true.
Hey, what am I plugging? What am I doing?
Twitter. What do you want?
I'm on Twitter.
Find Actress on Channel 101.
Yeah, watch that. I like it. It's
Also,
good.
and if you're casting funny things, Kate won't say this, but I will. If you're casting funny things, fucking see Kate Freund because
Totally.
she's the best.
Totally.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for slumber partying with us.
Thanks, guys.
Kate, this was